Kevin McNutt, and today I'll be presenting my intercultural communications research paper. Indian American actor and comedian Asif Mandvi once said, "The great joy of doing the Daily Show for me is that I get to sit on the fence between cultures. I'm commenting on the absurdity of both sides as an outsider and as an insider. Sometimes I'm playing the brown guy, and sometimes I'm not. But the best stuff I do always goes back to being a brown kid in the white world." That's from BrainQuotes.com. The United States is home of many different cultures. Some of the cultures include the Asian culture, the European culture, Native Americans, the Latin culture, the African culture, and the Middle Eastern culture. The United States is sometimes referred to as a melting pot due to the many different cultures contributing their own distinct flavors into the American culture. Quite often, different cultures are seen to be misunderstood for one reason or another, mainly due to the fact that they are different and not ordinary. The culture that I'm focusing on today is the Middle Eastern or Arabic culture. I was particularly interested in and chose this group because growing up, I've had a decent amount of friends that are a part of this cultural group. And Middle Easterners are often seen to society as outcasts and are often stereotyped by many. The Middle Eastern culture has been shaped by a variety of different groups. At ancient times, many different empires not only occupied but also competed with each other over the land in the Middle East. According to USA Today, some of the most influential of these empires were the Byzantine, the Persian, the Arab, and the Ottoman. All these empires had their own customs, languages, religions, and traditions, and they have all had their own lasting impact on the culture and cuisine of the Middle East. For example, Iran is the modern-day successor to the Persian Empire, and Iranians speak Farsi or Persian languages, while most of the rest of the Middle East speaks dialects of Arabic. The Arabic Empire was responsible for the spread of Islam throughout the region, according to USA Today. Along with those mentioned, the ancient cultures influenced the Middle East also include the Greeks, the Romans, and the Egyptians. I'm sure when someone mentions Middle Eastern or Arabic, there is a specific image that pops into each individual's mind of what a person of that culture looks like. In fact, when in public, there are many signifiers that make the members of this culture easily recognizable. One of the signifiers that is often shown is the way that women dress. Often in public, you may see women of the Middle Eastern culture wearing on their head what is known as a hijab. A hijab is a square scarf that covers the head and neck but leaves the face clear. However, instead of a hijab, you might also see women wearing a niqab, which is a face covering that covers the mouth and nose but leaves the eyes clear. According to Arabs in America, the niqab is often worn with what is called a shador, which is the long cloak that covers the woman's entire body. And the shador wraps around the head, but instead of hanging just to the middle of the back, it drapes all the way down to the feet. Muslim women choose to wear the hijab or other coverings for a variety of reasons. The wearing of a hijab is not forced, though. It is a personal choice that is made after puberty and intended to reflect one's devotion to God. While some Muslim women do not wear the hijab or perceive the hijab to be obligatory to their faith, other Muslim women wear the hijab as a means of visibly expressing their Muslim identity, along with the way women dress, another signifier that makes members of the culture recognizable could be the language that they speak. Along with their culture, dress, and language, Middle Easterners have many values and beliefs. Religion is a huge factor in the Arab society. Islam, for example, has an enormous effect on the Arabic society. Although there are many other religious groups, the majority religion in the area is Islam, and it plays a central role in influencing culture, according to Thomas. Muslims believe that God revealed the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad through the angel Gabriel. It is one of the foundations of Islamic law. Sharia is also known as Islamic law, and it has become part of the constitution and secular laws of most countries. Sharia means the way, and is the basis for all Arabic values. The Sharia is divided into 5 major sections: establishment of justice, educating the individual, upholding public and private morality, preventing hardship on individuals in society, and also preventing oppression. Each country chooses one takes the laws differently. Some follow it stricter than others. As a part of their religion and beliefs, one of the things that they do daily is pray 5 times a day, and all other responsibilities are scheduled around their prayer times. Also, according to times during the month of Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset, so their business hours are obviously affected. Middle Easterners also highly value honor and respect in family. The male is the head of the family, and they believe that the larger the family is, the better. Large families provide possible economic benefits, particularly for the possibility that a son will care for his parents in their elderly years. In the Middle East society, male offspring are favored since a son is expected to care for his parents and when they get old, whereas a daughter becomes a part of the son-in-law's family and also the son can bring a family's honor, whereas a daughter can only bring shame. In American society, it seems like just about everything and everyone gets stereotyped for one reason or another, sometimes even no reason at all. When it comes to Middle Easterners, the common-based perceptions and stereotypes that they're seen as either filthy rich oil slobs or even worse, terrorists. Other stereotypes when it comes to the men are that they're mad dictators. However, there are a variety types of political systems in the Arab world. When it comes to women, one of the stereotypes is that they're all veiled, when in fact, according to Islam, women they're supposed to wear veiled. However, in countries such as Lebanon, Egypt, and Syria, women are free to choose whether to wear veils or not. In other places, all women, even non-Muslims, wear veils out of the fear of mistreatment by fanatics or those who pretend to be guardians of Islam. Particularly since the incident of 9/11, the hijab is perceived to be synonymous with Islam. Some Muslim women choose to appropriate this stereotype and wear the hijab to declare their Islamic identity and provide witnesses of their faith. Unfortunately, this association has also occasionally resulted in the violent assaults of Muslim women wearing a hijab, according to Arabs in America. It is sad when due to stereotypes, people have to fear representing their own culture with something as simple as the clothing that one wears due to the fear of being physically harmed. There were a decent amount of wild moments that I had while researching this cultural group. One wild moment that stuck out to me is that I did not know it was optional for women to leave their hair uncovered. I thought that it was a must. Also, I didn't know that the Arabic script is used for 1/7 of the world's population. Millions of people in Africa and Asia write the language in the Arabic alphabet. And then the final thing that I didn't know was just assumed due to watching movies and TV shows is that arranged marriages are normal but not mandatory. Thank you for your time. And